Hello everyone. I am here with another haul video because I love to buy books. So I'm going to show you the books that I have picked up in the last couple of months, and I am very excited for a lot of them, and I'm hoping that I will read some of them soon. There's a couple that I definitely want to finish before the end of October. So let's just jump right in. I recently made a trip over to Vroman's bookstore. I'm going to have a shopping video, like a shopping vlog of that up soon. But I wanted to show you the two books that I picked up because I'm really excited for them. One is a new release, and it's The Death of Jane Lawrence. This is by Caitlin Starling. This one came out, I believe, in October. It's new this year, 2021, and it has been on my wish list for months. I've been very excited about this one. This book is a gothic horror story, and it is also said to have Crimson Peak vibes. I recently watched that movie for the very first time, and I really liked it. I thought it was a great movie to watch in October. It wasn't too scary. There was like a few like scenes that got me, but overall it wasn't too scary. I really enjoyed it. I loved the story, the acting. And so if this is like Crimson Peak, I am excited. It is about a girl who wants to get married, and kind of like for convenience, I think. And she marries this guy, Mr. Lawrence, and I think he has a rule for her, and it's to never go to his family's mansion. So there's some kind of secret, and I wonder if she's gonna end up going. I'm assuming yes, because she dies. I mean, it says the death of Jane Lawrence, so I think we all know what's gonna happen to her, right? So I was very excited for this. It is a hardback. It was $27.99, so it's more expensive. But I really wanted to read this like right away. The second book that I picked up at Vroman's bookstore is kind of a cutesy cozy mystery, of course, and I was on a mission there. I wanted to find a cozy mystery Halloween book. It is my dream to one day fill one of these shelves with like strictly Halloween books. So here's one to add. This one is by Lorian Berenson. I have never read a book by this author, but I saw this cover and I was like, it's too cute. And it's really, really tiny. It's, let's see how many pages. It's about 185 pages. Oh, and that's even with like an extra bonus thing. Okay, so the story is actually 170 pages, so it's very, very small. It was $9 to buy this. So kind of more expensive than like your classic mass market paperback. I don't know why. I didn't even really read the back of this just because I was like, it's a Halloween story, it's a cozy mystery. There's a dog on the cover and a pumpkin. I'm buying it. So this one is takes place in a town of Greenwich, Connecticut on Halloween. So I already love it. There's gonna be fall vibes, Halloween vibes, murder vibes. So this book, it is about this costume party that takes place in the neighborhood, and there's like a sweet old lady that usually makes this yummy dessert, and she ends up dead. And so this whole thing is going to be like, what happened? Like, did someone poison it? Like, how did this sweet old lady die? So I'm curious to find out. I could definitely read this in a day if I tried. I can't read a whole book in a day because I fall asleep. That's just the truth. Usually I could read like a chapter at a time, but at night when I read 3 pages and I'm out. So I have to read in the morning usually, and yeah. So I would love to try to read this in a day. That should be my goal. Another book I am super, super excited to read was from Book of the Month for October, and I'm sure you can probably guess which one I chose in one try. You ready? The XX by Erin Sterling. And you'll know that if you watch my Book of the Month October video that I picked this one, but I didn't even need to read what this is about. I saw the witchy vibes, the beautiful cover, and I knew I wanted this one. And already I'm so excited because the first sentence in this book, it's just cute. Okay, and by the way, the bookmark for this month, and then what happened? That's cute. Never mix vodka and witchcraft. I don't know why, but I love that a lot. And there's a black cat and a candle on all of the chapter headings. It's so cute. I really want to read this before October's over. That is a goal of mine, to read this cute book. I'm really excited, and I don't want any spoilers, so I want to read it before a lot of people put their videos out about what they thought of this. Because I hope I like it. Oh, I didn't even tell you what it was about. This book is about a woman who got her heart broken, and she kind of put like a hex on the guy that broke her heart, but she didn't think it was gonna like really do anything. You know, it's just kind of like, imagine in passing if you're just like, oh, I put a curse on him to never be able to sleep or something. I don't know, something like that. And then 9 years later, she finds out that her curse probably actually worked on him. And so I'm sure she's gonna have to figure out how to like retract that curse so that he can live a normal life. Anyway, so that just sounds really cute, funny. I hope it has like Stephanie Plum vibes, hopefully. That's these here, the Jenny Vonovich books, the Stephanie Plum series, I think is so funny because just I love the character and like the wit and stuff. So I'm hoping that this will be similar. I don't know why, just when I see this, I'm like, oh, I hope it's like funny like Stephanie Plum. I don't know why I get that vibe, but I just do. The add-on book that I got was The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. This is a prequel to the Practical Magic series. I've never actually read the Practical Magic series, but I have the first book. But I watch that movie every year. I absolutely love Practical Magic. I love the story. And so I found out that this was from November 2017. This was book of the month at that time. But I had never heard about this book. And so when it popped up in my app, I was like, oh, a prequel, like this is how the Owens family, the women, how they were cursed, or like why they were cursed. And so I'm excited to read this to find out the backstory to the movie. So I'm excited for this. And I think there's, I don't know if the last one just like recently came out because I'm seeing Alice Hoffman like everywhere now. So I should research that and like figure out. Anyway, I'm very excited for this. The next little few books that I picked up were from Little Free Libraries, of course. I am always going to Little Free Libraries whenever I can. Got a stack of books in my car that I'm willing to part with. I was really excited for this next book that I picked up. Why? Because I rented it at the library. I read about a chapter, but I didn't have time to finish. It was considered a new book, and so there was a line for it, so I couldn't renew it, of course. And I remember when I turned it in to the library, I was like, okay, I really want to read that someday. I need to make sure I put that like on my list. And I just never got around to it. And so I walked in to a Starbucks, and there is a Little Free Library inside, decorated for Halloween. Absolutely cute. And what book did I see? Right there, in pristine condition. Looks like it's never been read. That's right. The Shadows by Alex North. It's a brand new copy. I actually realized it is brand new. It's never been read because of the sticker inside. It says that it says Happy Halloween. This copy of The Shadows has been donated by Celadon Books, or Celadon Books, which is the publisher. So I'm like, oh, this is brand new. I'm excited. So I hope that this one is good. I read a chapter of it and I remember I liked it for the most part. So this book is about someone named Charlie Crabtree, and he was a murderer. And he killed a lot of people, and specifically the main character is named Paul. All his friends were killed. So later on, he's coming back to this town because his mother's not doing well. And there's a copycat. I guess has been a lot of copycats of this Crabtree guy. But it says like his mom is sure someone's in the house or stalking her or following her or scaring her. And the very last sentence on the synopsis, Charlie Crabtree was never seen again. So it's like, is he still alive? And did he come back to get Paul and Paul's family, I guess? So sounds spooky, sounds like a scary book, but I absolutely love the cover. Like, I don't know why, but it's just so cool. Like, their shadows create like the handprint. Like, that's cool. This is some art right here. I picked up this book. I think it's a YA novel, and it has murder in the title, so it's a, scary book. So the book that I picked up is called The May Queen Murders by Sarah Jude. Now, this book, I don't know why, but it kind of gives me I Know What You Did Last Summer vibes, like the town crowns like a queen at some festival every year. So that's what this is about. It's called The May Queen. And I think the person who was like crowned May Queen in the past was killed. And now the girl's friend or sister or something is nominated for May Queen. And she thinks something bad is going to happen to her. So she's trying to look into the May Queen murders. Sounds good. I'm into it. Another book I picked up at a little free library is The 100 by Cass Morgan. I think this is a pretty popular series. It was turned into a TV show on the CW. I never saw the show, never read the books, but it sounds intriguing. It's I think Earth is not, like, no one lives on Earth or something. They all live in spaceships. They send 100 people on Earth to see if they'll survive. So it'd be interesting to read the book and then watch the series and just see how closely related they are. It's just interesting. Little free library, I swapped it with something I didn't want to read. So I was like, I might read this, or I might put it back in a little free library somewhere. We'll see. Let me know if it's any good. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Lastly, I went to another friend's little library. It's one that I visit a lot. I actually really like this one because they have good books, like always a good selection, always different. And there was a book there I was super excited about. It was a little more expensive, but I was willing to pay. This one was $4, and I've had it on like an Amazon wish list, I think, and stuff like that. And it's like more than $10. Let's see, the list price is actually $22. So I was like, I'll pay $4 for this. Like, that sounds amazing. And it's called Footnotes from the World's Greatest Bookstores by Bob Eckstein. How gorgeous is this? It looks so cute. So this is a nonfiction, and like it opens this way, but then you read it this way. It's kind of interesting. So I remember when I first picked this up, I opened it. Let's see if I can do it again. I opened it and it went to, here we go, Powell's Books, which I believe is up in like Oregon. There we go. It's in Portland, Oregon. And there's a YouTuber that I like to watch who goes here a lot. And it just makes me really want to visit one day. Like, I want to go to Portland, Oregon and go to Powell's Books. Just like I want to go to New York City and go to, what's it called? The Strand? It was in Dash and Lily when I first saw it. I didn't know it existed. And I really want to go there. I bet that is in this book. For sure. I'll let you know if I find it when I do. Anyway, it's a very cute book. Let me like flip through it a little bit. It's just about bookstores, where they are, and just about them, like when they opened, what city they're in. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. In Portugal. Wow. If you want me to do a video where I show you more of this book, like in depth, I would love to do that. Kind of like, not a read through, but like a flip through. Because the pictures are just so pretty. I wonder who did the artwork. That's got to be in here somewhere, right? Oh, look at this, Chicago, Illinois. That looks so romantic. I want to go there. Wouldn't it be cool to make like a bucket list? Like, I want to visit every single book in this bookstore in this book. That'd be awesome. I'm excited to flip through that one for sure. I would love to like recreate some of those pictures too. I'm not super artsy, but sometimes I want to be, you know. Another one that I picked up at that store, this was $1, and it's by Gwenda Bond, Not Your Average Hot Guy. And this is actually an advanced reader's copy that was in there. It says on sale October 2021, so it should be on sale now. Yeah, it says 10/5 right here, on sale 10/5. So this is available, you can go get it. And I just thought it was cool. I was like, oh, like an ARC? That's cool. And you know, when I picked this up, it was before the 5th. So I was like, oh, cool, I can read it before it's on sale. But I mean, we all know it takes me forever to get to a book, right? Because I have too many to choose from, which is a great problem. I'm happy I have that problem. Oh my gosh, this sounds intense. I didn't read this. I didn't read the synopsis in the bookstore when I picked this up because I was just like, it looks cute. I'm going to try it. But reading the back of it, I'm like, this sounds amazing. The main character is going to run the family escape room business while her parents are away. And during that weekend, a satanic cult comes in to steal their prop because they say it's the real spell book and they need to summon a devil or something. What? That sounds funny. Okay, just the fact that it was an escape room made me love this. Like already, I absolutely love escape rooms. I just did a really scary one. It was awesome. I really want to do one again. Like they're expensive. That's like the only thing, but they're so fun. It's a great hour of my time. So I'm hoping this will be good. I remember I read an escape room book. I think it was like by Megan Stoffels or I butchered that name for sure. I'm going to put the picture up right here. I did not like that book. I was really excited for it. It was like a nice short story, but it was kind of dumb. But I still remember the story, so I must have liked it a little bit because usually I forget things. Like I forget the plots of books and what happens. But I didn't forget that one, so maybe I liked it. I also picked up for $1.50, somewhere, one of those two, The Witches of Echo Park by Amber Benson. This just looked witchy, so I liked it. The black cat, the fact that it's about witches, I was very into this. So, okay, so it's about a girl who comes back to Echo Park in California, and she's expected to take her grandmother's place in the Coven of Witches. So, I like it. A witchy book. I'll pay, you know, 50 cents or $1. I can't remember how much it was. So we'll see. If I don't like it, maybe I'll read a little bit. If I don't like it, I'll take it to another little free library. On What Grounds by Cleo Coyle. I have already read this one. It is the first book in a series about coffeehouse mysteries. And this was on like the 25-cent cart. And I was like, I have every other Cleo Coyle book pretty much besides this one because I rented it at the library originally. And so I just wanted to have it to add to my collection. It's very cute. It is about a woman who works in a coffee store, and I believe that someone is found unconscious in the back of the store, and she has to figure out like who knocked them out, like what is going on inside her coffee shop. Cute vibes. I like these. Coffee house mystery. The last book, I have a funny story with this one. It's called Floral Depravity by Beverly Allen. And it just looks so cute. It looks like autumn to me. I think it's very sweet. I've never read anything by this author. This was 50 cents. And there's a cat on the cover. So of course I really wanted it. So I have a funny story with this one. I actually went to the Friends of the Library. I saw it. Wanted to buy it. And then I saw Darcy Coates' novel, and then I wanted to buy that. And then I also saw this other book. It was a Halloween book, and I'm like, of course I have to get that one. It was Ink and Shadows, that's what it was. So I had 4 books that I really wanted, and I had no cash, and they only take cash or check, and I don't have checks on me. So I had to choose and get rid of one, even though it was like 50 cents. I was like, how can I not find 50 cents? So I was like, looked in my car, looked everywhere in my purse, in my wallet. Nope. I didn't have any extra cash because I had spent it all in a different Friends of the Library. So, oops. Anyway, so I chose to not take Floral Depravity because I put the Halloween and the Darcy Coates like above it. And so I went home and I just kept thinking, like, I really, really want that book. Like, I looked it up online. I was like, I could buy it for like $9, but I was like, but there I could get it for 50 cents. So, you know me. I went back like 3 days later and I was like, oh, I hope it's still there because the stock at Friends of the Library changes so much. So I hoped it was there and I walked in. Oh, it was still there. I was so excited. You don't even know. And I brought cash this time. Like I brought a $10 bill. I was like, I'm going to be prepared. And then I spent the whole $10. Anyway, this book, I should probably tell you what it's about, right? Audrey is the main character and she co-owns a flower shop and they put together wedding bouquets, and she's in charge of doing this wedding bouquet for like a medieval themed wedding. And she puts the flowers together, delivers them. They have the wedding, woohoo, everything's great. And then the groom drops dead. And they find out it's from, was it called monkhood poisoning? Which is, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it has to do with the flower, so she's gonna be suspect number 1. But there it is. Sounds very good. Anyway, so the moral of that story is always carry cash on you so that you could buy books if you need to. Even though that's not even like... Anyway, that's it. Those are all the books I have picked up recently, and I'm sure there will be another haul to come because I like books and I love growing my collection. So anyway, I love buying books because it's like putting an adventure on my to-do list, essentially. So if that's confusing, I'm sorry, but that's just what I think. So let me ask you a question. Do you buy books and like not read them? You intend to read them, but why do you think you buy books that you can't read? I'm just curious to hear what everyone has to say. Because that's, you know, I told you mine. Because it's like an adventure waiting to happen. There we go. If that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm hopping back in because I forgot a stack of books that I got. And I wanted to just add them in this haul so that I could get them put away. Oh, and a little Bailey came inside. Hi, Bubba. Okay. Hello. 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 Okay. A couple of them are Halloween. So we got Death by Pumpkin Spice by Alex Erickson. Why do I feel like I have this? Oh, I don't know. It didn't say it was a duplicate when I added it, when I scanned it into my app. But this one, of course, Halloween, cat, jack-o'-lantern on the cover. Cozy mystery. Love it all. So this one is about, there is like a Halloween party at a mansion and someone is found strangled to death inside a room full of jack-o'-lanterns. And so this is going to be trying to figure out that crime. So I've never read by this author, but it says at the top here, a bookstore cafe mystery. That's like the happiest place on earth. Yeah. I went to this used bookstore that I like to go to, and my mission was to find a Halloween cozy mystery, and I found one. I found another one that I really liked by Krista Davis. I think it's called The Diva Haunts the House. Love that book. Put a picture here. Love that book. Love that cover. But the copy was super beat up, so I didn't want to get it. Okay, so we have this one, 15 Minutes of Flame by Kristen Breacher. This one is like about a person who runs a candle store in Nantucket. And so this one is a Halloween haunted house, covers a centuries-old murder. So I loved this cover, the cat, the pumpkins. Do you see a theme? I do. the cover is a little like out of shape, but like the book itself is good. But like I was saying, the Diva Haunts the House, I saw it, it was super beat up. Like the copy, I don't know what someone was doing while they were reading that, but it was damaged badly. So I was like, it's not worth $4 if it's in that condition. It's a book I love and would want to keep, so I don't want to buy it in that condition. The next book I picked up at a little free library. It's called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I've talked about this one before. I read it a few months ago, but I wanted to get a physical copy because I did like it and I read it as an ebook. And I wanted to pick it up for my boyfriend because I always tell him about stuff from this book, but he hasn't read it yet. And so I wanted to just pick this up at the little free library. I told him he can highlight it or tab it or do whatever he wants with this. So I think it would be really interesting if he reads it and can like give me some of the facts from this, because I obviously don't remember barely anything about this. So I'll have to go back and watch like my own video, see what this was about. I mean, this is just about habits and like how important it is to like get your habits down. Like, this is about why we do what we do it, like why we do what we do in life. That's what I was trying to say. Like, okay, I don't know why, but the thing that super stuck with me was like, there's a part where he was talking about grocery store shopping and how a lot of people go in and they get the healthy stuff first, which then allows them to get junk food. So if you shop and you got like apples and salads and stuff, by the time you get to the chip row, you're like, oh, one bag of Doritos won't hurt. Oh my gosh, candy corn. I'll just get a bag of candy corn because, you know, I'm eating salads all week. So that was part of this, was like, people study those habits and they know that consumers act like that. So I think a little bit more when I go to the supermarket now because of this book. At that used bookstore where I got 15 Minutes of Flame, I picked up Megan Golden's The Night Swim. This is a book of the month edition. This was an August 2020 pick. And I wanted to pick this up because I heard about it somewhere, I don't know, or like read about it somewhere, and I thought that seems like an interesting book. It's about a podcast, a true crime podcast. So I'm excited to read this. I don't want to read too much what it's about, but all I know is a person that does a podcast. That sounds interesting. Sounds like a thriller. Book of the month books are usually good picks in my opinion. The last book that I got was from another little free library, Thomas Harris Hannibal. So I've never read these books. I've watched the movies, I watched the TV show, but never read the book. So I want to try this one too. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very, very end. If you like my channel, please subscribe. That'd be awesome, because I'll be motivated to do more videos. That's for sure. And comment, you know, I love replying to comments and reading comments, and it makes me feel like, you know, if at least one person is enjoying my videos, then I'm glad that I'm doing this, because I don't really have anyone to talk to about books and like person to person. I don't have any like friends that are readers. There's my boyfriend, but he reads nonfiction, and I don't read too much nonfiction. Like I'll read one once in a while. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video, and I hope you have an amazing day and that you have fun reading. Let me know what you're reading down below. I'm curious. I am always open for recommendations, and yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you in another video. Bye.